welcome to Zao Body. My name is Sarah Levere, and today we're going to work some tension out of the upper shoulders, or the traps, and really actually learn to integrate our shoulder movement to have it coming from the back body so that the shoulders are comfortably sitting on the outer edges of the spine. Or rather, we're really aligned here, so there's less tension in the upper back, less pulling in the upper back, less headaches, less neck tension. Right, so we're going to learn to stack our upper body correctly and feel an ease in the shoulders. So we can lift our arms naturally, so we can carry things without pain, so we can move throughout our day and feel a little more sense of ease in our body. Alright, so we're going to do several exercises today. The first one, we just want to warm up the shoulder joint and start to feel the connectivity happening all the way through the side muscles here, the serratus anterior, and into the back body as well, into the scapula. So the first one we're going to do is just take a fairly wide stance. Turn your left toes out slightly, so I'm mirroring you. Just bring your hand down onto your thigh, and you want to relax your shoulder. All right, the head can hang a little bit. Draw the belly in for a little bit of support. You just want to start to feel some really nice wide arm circles, like you're stirring a pot. Press heavily into your feet, so the legs are heavy. There's not much tension there, hopefully. If there is, you're getting a little 2-for-1 stretch here, a little opening in the hips as well. And you just want to think of light and heavy at the same time. Like your fingertips are feeling light, but your shoulders is really heavy and it's just rolling around its socket. Go the other way. You want to send your tailbone slightly back so you're kind of counterbalancing your arm weight. Draw the belly in lightly so there's some protection in your low spine. Right? And then we're going to get a little more articulate here. So keep the stance the way you have it, except turn those left toes out a bit more. You can stay up high here, alright, that's fine. You want a back strong leg. And reach the left arm forward. And just reaching, you might start to feel some trapezius or upper shoulder tension. The shoulders are actually here, the shoulder heads. Right, so you want to draw the shoulder back into its socket and notice how all this kind of stuff starts to light up, starts to turn on. Alright, then go ahead and roll your palm out and bend your elbow. So we're going to lead with the elbow here. So you can feel there's no weight on the the arm and the hand, creating tension in the shoulders. Roll the chest open. Notice this is happening from the hips, from the ribs rolling open. You're getting some spinal flexion and twisting. And roll, leading with the elbow. Bring your hand all the way back. And reach for the back of the room. Draw your shoulder head down so you have lots of length in your neck. And notice how this area starts to engage. Again, the side waist. Good. Draw your arm forward. Feel the belly drawing in to lift your arms straight forward. Reach out of the shoulder socket and then pull the shoulder back in. Bend the elbow and roll the chest open. Good. I'm staying up high in the stance so you can really feel the chest rolling open even if the spine is not flexible. And reach through the hand. And let's go a little bit quicker here. So you can lead with the top of the hand. Reach, turn the thumb up, draw the shoulder into the socket, integrate, and from there. So the shoulder needs to be in its socket to get a full range of motion. If we're reaching out of the socket, we hit the edge of the socket and it doesn't work for the full rotation. One more time. Go ahead and move a little bit quicker and start to feel a stretch in the side body. Okay, then let's go to the other side. And just pivot on the feet and get some arm circles going. Okay, draw that right butt cheek in, the right sit bone in towards your body. Stable, heavy legs. Right, nice and heavy shoulder joint, relaxed fingertips, and go the other way around. Again, navel drawing into the spine for a little support here in the back. And if you find any kinks, any sticky spots, that's a sign that you're just working through some tension, which is fantastic. then going more detailed here, all right? Just making sure those right toes are pointing forward, knee is pointing forward, and lengthen here. Reach through the right arm, draw the right arm head back. Good. Open and bend through the elbow. Lead with the elbow. I can't emphasize this enough. This is one of the principles in qigong movement, tai chi, and kung fu as well. You're leading with the elbow, so you're using the entire strength of your side rather than just this tiny muscle up here. And reach back. Good. Lengthen your shoulders down and away. Feel length through the hip. Good. Bring it back and forward. Lengthen out. Draw the shoulder head in so you can feel the difference. Turn the elbow up. Peel the chest open. Reach to the elbow. Continue reaching through the elbow, extending through the elbow, lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. The armpit starts to squeeze down. You reach through your hand. And then bring the arm down and back. Last time. Slow motion, one time a little bit quicker. And again, you can stay here as long as you like. I just want to give you some examples of ways you can get into your upper back muscles to help facilitate your shoulder movement. So that you're grounding your shoulder movement with the help of all the muscles in your back. And then go ahead and go for a quickie. Alright, so again, we're working into the rhomboids here. These squeezy muscles in the middle spine. And we want to work into the low traps that form a triangle at the bottom here. That helps to hold your scapula in place, which helps to move your shoulders, not coming from up here. So classic one is when we say interlace your fingers behind your back. Now if your shoulder heads tend to roll forward, then it's going to be really hard to lift your hands off. And gosh, I remember this feeling of just being so frustrated, not going anywhere. Until I was finally told, shoulder blades squeeze together on the spine. So before you even grab your hands, you start to draw the shoulder heads together. Sorry, shoulder blades. And from there, hopefully, perhaps, you can interlace your fingers, and you start from there. If you can grab your palms together, squeeze the palms together, please go ahead and do that. And then lift the chest, send the tailbone down, draw the low belly down for support here, so you're not sticking the butt out, but tucking it under. Lift through the top of the head. You got everything going at once. Now breathing big into your chest. And exhaling. If you want to take a forward fold, bending the knees, go for it. But the shoulder heads tend to release. Again, you want to keep squeezing and lifting squeezing the shoulder blades and lifting the knuckles up to the sky. Don't worry about straight legs for this one. You want to feel all the shoulder happening. Coming back up. All right, give yourself an opposite stretch if you need it. If this is the first time really working into your upper back muscles, you'll want to take that opposite stretch. Okay, moving on to our hands and knees. This can be a tough one for some of us. It starts out tough, and then the more we practice, the easier it gets, and the more we can turn on the muscles and turn them off. All right, instead of cat-cow, which is essentially massaging through the whole spine, which is lovely, and it's a fantastic staple of yoga, where you're flexing and extending through the spine, we're actually just looking to isolate the shoulders. So you want to keep the lower body quite still. And you want to drop your chest between your shoulder heads. Notice the elbows don't bend. Keep the arms straight. Engage your tricep. Spread your fingers wide. And then lift and round. Okay, now this cobra hood forms, this kind of wrapping of the shoulder blades around the side. You want to soften slightly. Start to feel a squeezing down of the armpits. A melting of the chest a little bit, and softening of the upper back. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. Keep the back of the head long, the back of the neck presses toward the sky. And drop. Good. So as you come into a plank pose, which is great if you're trying to balance somebody's weight or if you're doing kung fu or karate or something and you need that stability. Here you're looking for a different kind of stability. You want to soften the upper back and stay engaged all in that. You want the shoulder in its socket. Alright, then from there we're going to work a little bit of strength. But first let's take a downward facing dog, child's pose.